So I live on $2,125 every month. And that comes out to be just over $25,000 a year. So some may say that's too little, that's impossible. I'll explain to you how I did it. When I was in college, I got rid of 2/3 of my possessions. That sounds crazy, you say. Why would anyone do that? We'll get there. My apartment is only 700 square feet. It's pretty small. Why would anyone live in an apartment that small, you say? Hold on. And on top of that, I'm paying for my wife to get through college. And so we're working, she works part-time, so we're living on 1 1/2 income in the middle of a city. How we're able to do this? Stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to explain why we live on so little, why we live in such a small apartment, why I have so few possessions. And in this video, you're also going to learn how you can decrease clutter in your life and save more money. Last video, I talked about how to beat stress and a few strategies that I use in my life to decrease stress, save money, decrease clutter, the same things I've been talking about. It's through my personal lifestyle philosophy, what I call streamlining. Now, if you haven't seen that video I just mentioned, it's going to be a link right here. Click on that. You can watch it if you want. I like it. I think it's pretty good. I think you should watch it. And if you clicked on this video, you know the title is What is Streamlining? That's what we're going to talk about today. So what is streamlining? So I'm going to read for you my wife's definition because it was brilliant. She said, streamlining is taking all the things that make your brain go, ah, and getting rid of them. Your dog's barking? Put him outside. Cat being a jerk? Put him outside. Toddler demanding your attention? Throw him outside with the cat and the dog. Is your brain demanding you check on the social medias and the YouTubes all the time? Send your phone outside with the toddler and let him hang out with the cat and the dog. In her words, streamlining is real life speed running. To quote Sophie Best, gotta go fast. Dictionary.com has a slightly different definition of what streamlining is. In terms of the noun streamline, Dictionary.com says this: a teardrop line of contour offering the least possible resistance to a current of air, water, etc. Or the path of a particle that is flowing steadily and without turbulence in a fluid past an object. Or as a verb, streamlined or streamlining. To make streamline, to alter in order to make more efficient or simple. I like that second one. Now let's look at the adjective, streamlined. Having a contour designed to offer the least possible resistance to a current of air, water, etc. Optimally shaped for motion or conductivity. Designed or organized to give maximum efficiency, compact. Or modernized, up to date. So I think our working definition is going to be designed or organized to give maximum efficiency. So we know intuitively here that if I dropped this square and this chevron, the chevron would have less resistance because its shape is streamlined. So in terms of a lifestyle, streamlining is taking ourselves from the more resistant lifestyle shape to the less resistant lifestyle shape. So it's kind of a blend of Matt D'Avella minimalism and Graham Stephan financial minimalism, if you follow those guys on YouTube. Which I do. I think they're great. I listen to a lot of their stuff. So the first thing to do to streamline is to hit that like button and please subscribe. It really helps me out. It's free for you and it does wonders for the YouTube algorithm. I really want to help as many people as possible reduce their stress and be more efficient with their lifestyle, and you liking and subscribing genuinely does help me with that. But really, streamlining for me, it came from this place of knowing that I don't want things in my life that I don't want. And that may sound super duper simple, but a lot of us have a lot of things in our lives that we don't want. And that may seem like common sense, but common sense is not always common practice. There's a lot of people out there who just let more expenses and more stuff pile up in their life without any kind of gatekeeper to protect that. So the first thing I have to recognize is that I don't have to bring in anything into my life. Expenses or items that I don't want, I don't owe them anything. The first step is to stop letting yourself or other people bring unnecessary junk into your life. This is difficult. I'm not saying this is easy, because companies in 2019 spent $15.2 billion on marketing. $15.2 billion on trying to get you to buy their product. Just as a note, that's the same size as the GDP of Albania. The lifeblood of the majority of businesses is to separate you from your money so that you can have their product and they can have your money. So deciding to streamline stops this problem. There's a proverb that says, "He who hath no control over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls." We have to build up mental walls to protect ourselves from the billions of dollars that are being spent to try to separate us from our money. Because these companies study our psychology. They study the patterns of purchase and money management, and they know exactly what to tell you to get you to buy stuff, because they have to, because that's their business. Again, this is really hard in the beginning. It was for me. I was a sucker for a good deal. You know, I'd walk into a store wanting one thing, but then I see that something's on sale, and just because it's on sale, I figure out 1,000 reasons in my head why I desperately need that product, and then boom, I have less money and one extra thing to take care of. I used to be a sucker for a good deal. So then I started streamlining. What got me through my love of something being on sale was this: it is 100% off if you don't buy it. Now, this is not a recommendation of theft. This is a recommendation of saving your money. This changed my mindset, helped me realize that I really didn't need that 8th pair of jeans. I would rather have money. Another method that works for some other people, it hasn't really jived with me, but I know other people have gotten value out of this, is what if instead of buying that thing, I could have the amount of money invested over the next 10 years, how much would it be worth in 10 years? Would I rather have the jeans now or that money 10 years from now? So here's an example. Say you have a person who buys a brand new $1,000 cell phone every single year. In contrast, we have another person who buys a brand new $1,000 cell phone every 3 years, and on the off years, invest that $1,000 into a broad index fund. At the end of the 10 years, person A has 10 obsolete cell phones. Person B has $10,500 off of their investment, and they got to have 3 brand new phones in the same time period. So would you rather have 9 obsolete phones or 10 grand in this example? So this is the idea behind financial minimalism, which is the financial portion of streamlining. I'm a big fan of using the word enoughism. It's made up, it's not real, but I like to think of it in this context because it is the question, what is enough? Is a brand new phone every 3 years enough for you? Or do you need a brand new phone every single year? If someone needs the newest product every time it drops, they're not going to end up with much money in retirement. And that is my perspective on enoughism. And I get this word looks weird, sounds weirder, but for you, what's enough? When I moved back from college, I moved into this 700 square foot apartment. And that was enough for me. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, that's all I needed. It was enough. There were some options for smaller apartments. There was an apartment for 500 square feet that it was gonna cost about $600 a month in rent. But my fiance then, she's now my wife, we thought that that was too small. It wasn't quite enough, and that's okay. That's the idea of enoughism. I could have saved $200 a month if we lived in a 500 square foot apartment, but that wasn't worth it, right? Enoughism is not saying, oh, I have to live this ascetic and frugal and miserly lifestyle. I can't have anything that I enjoy. The only thing that matters is money. That's not what I'm saying. That's not enoughism. That's not streamlining. I'm saying spend the money that you need to spend to enjoy your life. We've been given all things richly to enjoy to have an abundant life. For me, for example, I have 25 pairs of shoes. I have 5 coffee makers. I love shoes and I love coffee. These things add value to my life. But my car is 12 years old. It's got 200,000 miles. I live in a 700 square foot apartment, and I spent $20 on clothing last year. My wife and I don't go out to eat frequently. That's because those areas of life are not worth spending money on for us. It feels like a waste of money. Why would we do that? Just to fill some kind of lifestyle that someone else expects of us? No, we've budgeted out money for the things that we like, and that's enough for us. We've streamlined financially. So here's our practical takeaway for this part of the video. Find one area of your life where you can streamline financially. One area of your life where that thing that you're spending money on, that you're buying, that's not for you. That's not for your lifestyle. You're only doing that to impress someone else. And then those savings, invest them into a Fidelity or a Vanguard index fund and watch that money grow month over month. That is, unless you're in debt. If you're in debt, find a way to financially streamline and take that money to pay off your debt, and that will be a huge financial relief off your back. Oh, Dave Ramsey would be proud of me. The best thing you can do for yourself financially is to be content living on less than your means. So another area that I want to talk about in this video is streamlining your possessions. I've heard this quote thrown around from a lot of different sources. I don't know exactly where it came from. We spend money we don't have to buy things we don't need to impress people that we don't even like. Most Americans waste money on a lot of things that they don't even use. The average American household has 300,000 items in it. And I know that the vast majority of my time at home, I'm using less than 100. I have the same 5 shirts that I really like, and every time they're clean, I wear those. And then a few others that I throw in to spice it up. The vast majority of time, I'm only wearing the 7 same shirts. That principle of enoughism. How many shirts do I need to cover my body and be sufficient for me? It's like 12. So there's 2 things that we can do to reduce clutter and just have enough. And that is get rid of things we don't love, need, or like. And then 2, keep new stuff from coming into our lives. So I'm gonna be making a video soon that's gonna be talking specifically about how to declutter. So we'll get there when that video comes out. But I have a couple of principles that I'll talk about briefly that help me keep out stuff, and that in turn helps me save money. One of those things is I don't accept a new item into my life unless I'm willing to get rid of an equivalent old item. So for example, I'm not gonna get a new shirt, since shirts have been our main example of this video. I'm not going to get a new shirt unless I'm willing to throw out 1 or 2 old shirts. But I don't have to wait until I get a new shirt to throw out an old shirt if it's got holes in it. The practical takeaway, is there a little thing or an item in your life that you don't like? Just throw it away. Give it away. If you streamline and simplify the items in your life, I guarantee you that your stress will decrease. That's just my guarantee to you. The less things you have to clean up, the easier it is to clean up. You can spend less time doing that and more time spending doing the things that you enjoy. So ultimately, helping people to streamline is why this video exists. The whole protect what matters, get rid of everything else, that's gonna be the motto for this channel. That's why I'm here. I genuinely want to help people streamline their lives. Let's get rid of the clutter, both in terms of finances and lifestyle and the time that you spend every day. And let's focus on the things that matter so we can be really good in those areas. Our lives will be more productive. We'll have more fun. We'll have more time for fun. If you need help streamlining something, please comment down below and let me know. Also, I am new to YouTube. This is one of my first few videos. And so if you have any advice for me starting out, I would love to hear it. Please comment down below an advice for a starting YouTuber on how to improve the channel. Also, check out the Streamline Minute that I did last week. There's gonna be a link right here and also down in the description. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Like I said, I really just want to help people, and this is a way I feel like I can help a lot of people. So if you want to see me be able to grow this channel and help people, liking and commenting and subscribing does that. It helps it get seen by more people. So I'll see you all on Thursday for the next Streamline Minute, and remember, protect what matters. Let go of everything else.